Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 18 of our Let's Learn series for Victoria 3, where we're taking Portugal from minor to major power, which we have already achieved 3 years ago in 1882, and further on to possibly a great power. Now we continue on from the previous episode, where, go ahead and unpause at a slow speed. We are building more universities, more steel and more glass, industrializing our economy and hoping to speed up our innovation even further. So if we do, actually, I kind of did this on autopilot in the last episode, but if we get to, so 10 philosophy departments will give us, so 330 innovation, is that right? Wow, that would be amazing, to be really honest. But so how much? Yeah, we get 32.7 innovation from these. Hang on, actually, let's just pause and think this through, because now this is becoming relevant. So we have 10 universities in Extremadura, our capital state. That is giving us 33 innovation. Now, in order to get to analytical philosophy department, Portugal needs to have invented analytical philosophy. And as far as I think I'm correct, yeah, we're very far from that. So that doesn't concern us. Let's get back to Beira. So more universities would give us another 30, but, right, so as we talked about literacy before, this is our literacy, right? We're currently generating, so, yeah, because we have 2.16 million out of 5.17 living in the incorporated states are literate, right? So half of like a third, right? So about 5 million of our population lives in incorporated states out of 13.8, right? So kind of like more than a third, like 40%. And about half of those, roughly, can actually read and write. And this is, 40% exactly, right? This is what this number is. Don't even need to calculate it. Look how convenient. 42% of our incorporated population is literate. This results in an innovation cap of 112.5. Right, 50 from base and 62 from literacy. So it's how high is literacy and how many people live in your society. That's what I understand. Right, 62.59 from literacy. So right now we can our directed research is limited by 112.5 innovation points. Anything above that will overflow into more technology spread. Now we're currently at 83.8 directed research. So 50 is what we started with. Any nation will start with 50, that's base value. And we get 32.7, 33, right, from university in Extremadura. So if we get university in Beira to level 10, we get another 33, that should be 66, should be 116. Yeah, so roughly that's about how much we can afford, about another 10 levels, right? It is going to cost us, and I mean, we are depleting our gold reserves. So we need to be mindful of that, perhaps. Let's go ahead and unpause this at slow speed. Let's have a look at the gold mining situation. Gold mining situation is that we need to hire more people. That is the gold mining situation. We are hiring, however, more people. Gold mines in Transvaal needs a high productivity to want to compete for employees with other buildings. Deary me, what do you mean high productivity? We need gold right now, ladies and gentlemen. We still have 50,000 peasants. What are they doing? They're sitting around. We need transportation and services. Okay, well, let's produce more services. And we'll give you more transportation too, for the local pops. Alright, just as long as we even go covered markets. There you go, we want more services here. Again, more demand for steel and engines now as well. Let's have a look at our market, just do a quick assessment. So balance, we have sell orders 400. We need a lot more coal. Coal is very expensive. Everything else is actually fine. Steel is roughly fine overall. We need oil. Where's our North Angolan whaling operations? Because we have actually unlocked a whaling fleet, or even steam-powered whalers. What about whaling fleet? Oh, we're not producing these, so let's do steam powered, since we're now only producing steamers anyway. Ooh, these are now super cheap though. That didn't work out the way I thought it would. Sorry. Oh, sorry guys. Oh, we just messed that up, I have to say. Okay, yeah, sorry, we should have been a bit more careful. Interesting. So now we're kind of, we don't have any civilian shipyards that would produce clippers. See, we still have buildings that produce clippers. That's a bit tricky. Because at the end of last episode, we did switch our ports to industrial ports. Let's think. Okay, that's fine. It's not the biggest problem that our oil is expensive, but the fact that our coal is expensive is a problem. Now, the issue here, however, is that Transvaal, coal mines in Transvaal recently failed to hire additional employees and will not try again until May. Well, I don't know, guys. How can we not hire additional employees when we have 50,000 peasants here? Come on. And this is like the best province to mine coal, because we got coal mines building throughput plus 10%. Right, so we definitely need coal here. And we could put dynamite in there, since if you don't want to work. That will immediately boost output of coal. But it will also put further strain on our explosives industry. Which, again, we don't really have a lot of labor here, so we could, in fact, give our... Oh, this is already privately owned anyway, so... Right, so let's go ahead and just put up the production method to ammonia soda process. Now that creates more demand for sulfur. And where do we produce our sulfur? Oh, that's actually remind me. It's right here, isn't it? Yep. It's right here. Well, we can put dynamite, again, further increasing demand for explosives, but at the same time immediately boosting sulfur production. And even, and also, by the way, sorry, I keep forgetting about this. Dynamite requires engineers, 500, which are all middle class. Right, if we go engineers, right? Inventors and designers of technical solutions working with advanced machinery in sectors like manufacturing, mining, and construction. Some support the industrialists or petty bourgeoisie, while others join trade unions. An interesting mechanic, actually, now that I kind of said it, guys, I kind of skipped over this. I actually forgot to point this out. But since this is a Let's Learn series, I'm just going to maybe kind of round up things I haven't said before. When we were talking about literacy, and I explained how... wait, hang on a second. I wanted to say I've explained how literacy works. I have explained it. What I did not explain, and I did not expect that would be the case with engineers, but when some professions actually give our pops some form of education access. Like, for example, the clergy, for example, are always very educated. See? They're 96. Why? That's because... Sorry, does it not show that? It doesn't show that explicitly, but it's actually 50%. I think so. You get 10% from religious schools and 8.5% per wealth. Is that right? So that's what? 9 times... Hang on a second. Has this been changed? Oh, so Sicily wishes to enter into defensive pact. No, we don't want that. Hang on, I'm sure that was the case where clergy basically require some literacy as a class. And therefore, when you become clergy, like when a pop becomes clergy, it immediately gets some like 50% education access. Because let me just slow this down. I need to grab a calculator. 8.5 times 4. Right. No, sorry, that is true. Yeah, so 8. Yeah, that's 34%. 8.5%. 8.5 times 4. That's 30. Yeah, so that will give us 34, because it's 0.5% per wealth, right? 0.5% per wealth times 17 is 8.5. That times 4. So from these texts, we have 34% education access. Yeah, exactly. Plus 10%, that will be 44, right? But in case you ever wondering why is this then so much higher, it's because clergy, for example, again, I thought it was in the tooltip, but clearly it isn't. So it gives 50% education access. Increase of greater literacy. Yeah, it doesn't really show that. That's why they also don't have very high birth rates either. Take on that's accepted. Yeah. Engineers are most likely similar. You know, they require a lot of literacy to be able to get up to engineers, and then, you know, remain an engineer. Well, not remain, but as soon as you become an engineer or machinist, even, then you gain additional flat education access. Clerks as well, right? So it's kind of simulates that certain professions you have to read and write, and because they do a lot of it, or there's some sort of, I guess, I don't know, merchant guilds or internal schools or training programs that taught people how to read and write, even if they were older and didn't learn to read or write at school. Here we are. We're again missing convoys, so we could actually do with a port, but where do we need infrastructure the most? I would assume it's in Alentejo, but we don't want to employ, you know, suck up any additional labor in Alentejo. Now, here we actually do need. How about we do build another shipyard here? Sorry, that's not what I wanted. We don't need a shipyard. We need a port in Beira. Again, employ people, get some more steamers going, because we need convoys and we need infrastructure. Okay, we are building universities here. However, like a lot of universities. Yeah. Okay, let's see how we do. We'll see what. I mean, we have a lot of it. Yeah, we're pretty much at our innovation cap right now. Yeah, 112. There you go. We are going to be. That's it. The last university is going to get built. 2 weeks. Yeah, we're building that port. Now we just need to figure out how we're going to actually pay for it. And we can pay for it as long as private sector keeps constructing things. There we are. Yeah, we can actually even be in surplus. Let's go ahead and kind of keep speeding up when we have nothing in our queue right now. Alright, so let's maybe just pause and make an assessment. I mean, GDP-wise, we've surged, right? We're number 12 worldwide. We tripled our GDP over the first 50 years. Well, I mean, one more month and we'll be 50 years. We went, what, from 3.6 to 20, but we did conquer probably 5 million of that. Otherwise, yeah, we've grown quite a bit. Literacy is increasing. Average standard of living is finally 10. Impoverished, not pretty good. Population growth is 0.9. Excellent. We have 120 construction. We've got plenty of radicals, unfortunately, but 137 million of these are politically unaligned, so that's fine. Rural folk are getting pretty radicalized. 20.1 thousand. Obviously, intelligentsia is pretty angry. Quite a few people are quite angry. But we do also have 1.12 million loyalists. 243,000 from increases in standard of living. Only 1 million are unaligned, but we have plenty. Yeah, we have plenty. The country is very united politically. See, we have almost everything. All the traits activated. So that's good. Now we still have 100,000 peasants in Beira, so we could still go on a major drive here. What do we need though? Right, what do we need? Our market right now is actually pretty balanced. If you can see, right? So paper, oh, maybe, yeah, so we have now a fair demand for paper in Beira, right? Yeah, paper, 109. Let's go ahead and build a couple of these. Right, since we have so much construction capacity. Ooh, we're building these super fast. 35, yeah, so we can currently build 3.5 buildings at the same time, guys. 3.5 buildings. And we want to maintain that. Okay, but when we do that, we get minus 30,000. Well, okay, guess what that means? That means we need more gold mines wherever we can build them. Yeah, let's do that. There you go, gold mine. But we need more people employed here. That's what really needs to happen. Let's just have a look. Let's speed this up. Because right now, okay, we are hiring, luckily. Come on. Are we hiring? Music to my ears. A well-acclaimed troupe of wandering artists has arrived at Alenteo, followed by hundreds of requests about our generous government funding. One of their concerts. Fund them. Less than prestige. They sound not so great. No, it's okay. Let's fund them. I mean, we're spending 29,000. And to be perfectly honest, though, it's getting a little bit scary. I mean, if we stop construction, we'll be fine. But the thing is, construction is a major part of our GDP now. So we can't really afford... how about... What if I subsidize gold? I'm actually not 100% understanding why exactly... Oh, there you go. Let's get dynamite in here. Right? Let's get more gold. We need dynamite everywhere. We need more explosives, though. That's what really needs to happen. More explosives. Yeah, but we, as always, we get into this issue whereby vacuum evaporation. Okay, let's do that. So we need a lot of explosives. For that we need paper. Okay, we've just built a couple of paper mills here, haven't we? I know those are actually scheduled. Gold. Hang on. Yeah, paper mills are finished. Okay, so paper is being produced. Explosives factories are producing explosives. It's still very expensive. I would even build a couple. Right, and in fact, I would even go buildings, and I would obviously finish this gold mine, and then we build 2 explosives factories at the same time. Okay, we are now gonna start going into debt, and that is a little bit scary, if I'm honest. We do have a lot. I mean, we are industrializing at... I mean, look at that. I mean, a second ago we were at 20 million. All we need to do now is keep up our construction. In order to do that, we need a budget surplus. In order to do that, we need to get these gold mines built and operational and fully employed. Okay, what if I do rail transportation? That will say what? Minus 11,000 laborers needed. Do we even have transportation here? Rail would do. Yeah, and it's expensive. That's steam trains though. Give us more. Steel. Okay. Let's get more transportation here. Out of these railways. Alright. Okay, hang on. Labor movement unlocked. Just as the world becomes more industrialized, so too do the workers become more organized, campaigning for better wages and better working conditions. 3 max workplace safety office institution investment. Okay, excellent. So has that actually been unlocked? No, well, first we need the law, right? So we need the law, which I actually don't mind. Regulatory bodies. That would be nice. Enables, not part of our laws, but nobody supports it. Yeah. Well, nobody really cares for the workers. Yeah, we need... I mean, if we got an agitator and we got a movement for it, wouldn't actually be too bad. This would reduce mortality, restricted child labor, when increase our max education institution. Not that we particularly care about that. 42. I mean, we have enough. Yeah, we have enough. We're currently generating 113 innovation. Capped 115, right? So we're at our cap. Don't really want more innovation. We still have another 50 years. What are we researching? Monitors. Yeah, let's see. Let's upgrade our navy. Let's think through. Put it on low speed and let's think through. What do we actually need? We could get malaria prevention. Oh, whoa. Sorry, that was not what I intended. I mean, we need to... Yeah. Let's say our navy. Let's just finish up with our navy. What else can we do? We can do Jeune École at Naval Base. Higher training rate, minus 10% morale loss, plus 20% morale damage. Self-propelled torpedoes, that would unlock torpedo boats. Destroyers. Submarines. Dreadnoughts, yeah, that would make us. Scout cruisers, sea land yeah, we could do all this. However, what we also could do, what we should do, is get 10% minting, minus 2% loan interest rate. Let's get that, because our budget does need some help, even though we have a lot of gold. I'm a little bit scared, to be honest, with our budget. And nationalism, human rights, social security, institution investment, civilizing mission, plus 1 max colonial affairs, institution investment. This could be a good one. What else do we have? Socialism, we don't really want, because no one supports the law for any workers' rights. Camera, 5 prestige, corporatism, 10%, yeah. I mean, this would at least further our aim of colonizing Africa, right? And we will get a further, so right now we're doing 0.3, another 30% increase in speed of colonization, right? And it would be the first one, I'm sure, to invent malaria prevention. That will be on top of this one, because this will move us up to level 4 max colonial affairs. So we'll be at 0.4, then we move another 20% up, plus remove the 90% penalty. By making a smaller warship better suited for shallow water and slapping massive guns on it, it is possible to make an effective naval weapon. Okay. So let's get this going. Let's do mutual funds. We do need some help with our budget now. And even loan interest rate, decreasing that would be very nice. Minus 2% loan interest rate. It will unlock publicly traded for all the coal mines. So wherever we do have capitalist ownership, we could actually make more capitalists, and that will not hurt right now, because our construction sector has surged so much that we constantly are depleting this. So I actually wouldn't mind that. Public ownership, yeah, that will be good, and we'll see what that actually translates into. Now we're building explosives and more gold mines after that. Sorry, what was I actually doing? I was going to go to the Navy. Yeah, so I unlocked monitors now. Let's go ahead here. Yep, yeah, and we're upgraded to monitors. But can we, in fact, actually do the upgrades? Yes, we can. Now these monitors now require ammunition, artillery, ironclads. And ironclads also require ammunition, artillery, ironclads input. So we need, we're going to need a lot more ammunition and artillery. Well, artillery, for example, hardwood is expensive. Hardwood is expensive. Well, I'm trying to remember, where do we produce production on the map? Where we had, yeah, was it here that we switched our logging camps to? Yep, hardwood. Okay, let's get a couple more in here. Right. Okay, we're missing munitions. Okay, so a bit more hardwood in South Angola. Sorry, I'm looking at UK. Munitions we're missing. Munitions plants. Well, guys, what really needs to happen is we need to get people employed. Alright, that's what really needs to happen. Artillery foundries. Yeah, it's hard for it to make a profit, but it will. Yeah, price of artillery will go up now, because we'll now put more demand on artillery. Hardwood will go down in price. Now more iron would be nice. Now Alanteo is maxed out on iron. Let's see, where else do we have? Do we even have iron? Coal, dyes. Yeah, actually, as people have, hang on a second, let's just go to East Africa quickly. While before Britain, East Africa diplomacy. Truce runs out in 3 months. Okay. I would suggest then, let's station our 30. So what is this? flotillas. Sorry, let's station them. Sorry, back here. Sorry, I was looking at the army. Move our army to Zanch HQ, because we are going to demand this again. Lindy, rightfully, which is rightfully belongs to us. Okay, we do need more military shipyards, but the thing is, we need more people actually. Right, military shipyards. Yeah, we need ironclads. That's what we really need. Right, do we even have any other military shipyards? Yep, so man of wars input good ship, but we don't need any man of wars anymore. Okay, I think it's just temporary. Yeah, it's just while we are upgrading. Yeah, we will get to ironclads. That's not a problem. Yeah, we should. I mean, there's lots of people migrating to our. Look at that. Okay, yeah, those are our ironclads. Sailing, what do we have here? Counter penalty 17%. Shortages of ammunition. And man of wars, naval base. Munitions and man of wars, but we don't need man of wars, we need ironclads. That's fine, that will change basically over time, that's fine. Munitions is what worries me. Munitions, however, yeah, they should be hiring. Very quickly as well. Ironclads completed. There you are. A doctrine of iron and steam. The introduction of vessels with metal-skinned hulls represents nothing less than a revolution in naval warfare. Near impervious to traditional types of shot, Admiral Abel dos Anjos assures us that Portuguese dominion of the seas will be absolute. While wooden ships with iron men might beat iron ships with wooden men, it sure does not hurt to have their armor on our side. Portugal rules the waves, 10% prestige from navy projection. Ooh, okay, we're not actually going to fight it. Yeah, let's just get the prestige. There you go, we're number 6. We need another 140 prestige. It's temporary though, so I mean, I don't think we got too much to be happy about. Monitors completed. Ooh, I've expanded the explosives factories in Alanteo. Hang on, monitors also completed. Designed for coastal defense operations, what monitors like an ocean-going capabilities they make up for in cost effectiveness. Admiral Abel dos Anjos has informed the Admiralty in Lisbon that his fleet will keep any foes away from Portuguese waters. Secure shores means secure commerce. Trade center building throughput. Yeah. Secure throughput, but yeah, we actually don't have enough labor here. We have people migrating, so that is good. We want people to migrate to Alanteo. What I really don't want in Alanteo is things like fishing wharves. Like, honestly, who? Like, can we just... I'm just gonna close this down, because we need 5,000 people, like, easily here. Now, this is banana planting. Like, who built this? I know who it was. We're not gonna point our finger at anyone, but just gonna note that it was the private sector. Yeah. But yes, we do need explosives. Yep, there you go. Oh, we are hiring. That's good. Well, people will flock here and get employed, so that I'm not too worried about. Now, steel is... Ooh, a little... Okay, struggling a little bit. That is because we need steel, we need munitions. Okay, we have all of this. We need man of wars, it says, but that's not true. Like, we're slowly, let's say it's soon. These frigates will become ironclad. Yeah, so this upgrades are happening, so that's fine. And we are pretty much down to our last 300k in our reserves. We do have gold mines coming online, which is great. We obviously, yeah, now we're building 2 buildings ourselves. 2 are being built by the private sector. Again, privately owned. Excellent. Let's get more, hopefully, engineers, tools, and coal. We need more coal. Still not hiring people here, which is a tad confusing if you ask me. No coal here. Interesting. With these gold mines, okay, we need coal, right? So let's do coal here. Condensing pump. Dynamite. There you go. We can build even a couple here. Right, okay, we need more artillery. Okay, man of wars, again, I'm not worried about. It's just time to upgrade artillery, however. We need plenty. Okay, again, I don't want too many capitalists, although at this point, let's actually go do it. Fine, it will slowly become, ooh, well, slowly, right? I said slowly. Let's maybe do like one more of these here. We do have 2 logging camps as well scheduled. In fact, we just built 4. We've had some other things in queue, so that's fine, right? Let's just build our hardwood because we will produce a lot more of it. There you go, more railways. Okay, things are being built. Our surplus is actually maintained. That's because of the private sector. We are going to start tipping into deficit, but we're also hiring people to mine for gold. I mean, we need all the gold we could possibly scoop up here. Right, look at this. Here we need to actually hire people. Yeah, it's not working. That's interesting. That's one of the things, to be completely frank with you guys, I haven't understood myself just yet. For example, why are these not hiring, right? Let's actually slow down and work this out, or try to. Gold Mines is currently hiring employment, 36.6 out of 50.6 thousand employees, okay? Capitalists that were previously unemployed, okay, that's climate change machinists in loan camps could not hire capitalists. So first thing to note, actually, again, something that wasn't really a good time to mention it, but when buildings hire, they must hire proportionally. So you can't, even if you have enough labor, you see, I think right now we're lacking capitalists, and maybe that is what's not letting us. Yeah, okay. Now that we've hired some, maybe that's what's not letting us fully hire the building. So could not hire capitalists due to aristocrats on subsistence farms in Transvaal are satisfied with their current employment. 18 qualified for capitalists. This building will reduce its hiring target and try to hire again next week. Next week it will attempt to hire 5,060 new employees. The wages in the gold mines are based on its economic situation. In order to afford to attract more pops to the workforce, its weekly balance should be improved. You can influence this by either making the goods it consumes cheaper or by making the goods it produces more expensive. This is done by increasing the decreases. Yeah, that's fine. So we need more tools, perhaps, and more explosives. I mean, we are trying to get more explosives going. Well, the only other place to actually build explosives, however, would be in Sunda, right? Because it's the one that has sulfur. Well, but the thing is, because it's in an unincorporated state, we're going to get penalties to manufacturing goods. That's why we really need. Let's see how our explosives factories are faring. Okay, well, they're fully employed. We got plenty of explosives in our market. What we need is more sulfur, more paper, more fertilizer. Okay, sulfur. Sure. Let's get more sulfur in there. Well, yeah, we might as well just again kind of produce a lot of sulfur here. Maybe even schedule one more around here. Let's have a look at our sulfur mines. Yeah, I think, well, I mean, it's time. It's time we switched. Don't really have a choice. Also, we'll do rail transportation to use less labor. Steam donkey we could use. It's only useful in this province, but we are going to start to run out of labor, and we still have plenty in other states. Wait, okay, so sulfur we're producing. Sulfur is now cheap. Let's go to our explosives. Okay, fertilizer we need, and paper. Fertilizer plants. Okay. Wow. Sulfur and iron. Okay, well, let's build one more here. I know we're again running out of labor. Oh, good. Okay, we actually have Have one built here as well. That's full. I think that was the private sector that just built this. Yeah, that's our explosive paper. More paper mills. Now again. Yeah, let's got a paper mill here, don't we? Maybe just build a couple of paper mills. Yeah, we have plenty of things to build. We are hovering. Yeah, we're gonna start borrowing money very soon. Great Britain colonized Herero land. Interesting. Okay, let's pause first of all. Let's actually make a demand of East Africa. Let's just check their diplomacy. Yep, diplomatic demand. Conquer state. Or is it return state? No, it's transfer subject. Market regime change, liberate country. Now we're gonna conquer state. They might accept 4% chance. Force enable this will bypass the diplomatic demand and instantly start a diplomatic play. Okay, well let's do 4% chance they might accept. Do we still have our trade agreement with Great Britain? We do. Did we still get Great Britain? Get something like, let's cancel this, diplomatic actions. Defensive pact. They will not accept. Australia, Belgium. Okay, it's gonna get tricky. Great Britain could actually side with them, but okay, it rightfully belongs to us. Let's go ahead and initiate. I'm mobilizing our army. Fearful. Oh, exactly, so just give up. Add war goal. Conquer state. Tanganyika. Infamy. Yeah, the reality, we don't really want to gain the infamy. They should be. Yeah, they should be afraid of us. I hope they will be. If they are afraid enough, I mean, previous times they've given up Kazembe and they've given up Mozambique. I hope they would just give this up now as well. We do have railways. We have really expensive engines in our markets as well. We do have an motor industry factory here. Coal is expensive, however. We are producing Portuguese market. Show production. 40, 38. Okay, there's like an engine production in one in each of these states. Interesting. Kind of spread here all over. Okay, let's add one more here. Well, they don't want to give up. Oh, goodness. Hang on. Let's just... Oh, really? They're not going to give up? They have one battalion. They're really gonna make us... They're really gonna make us pay for this, aren't they? Oh, fine. We'll handle it. More iron is needed. Yeah, well, industrialists are now, yeah, 12%. So you see, guys, yeah, so tracing what's actually happening. Let's have a look, maybe. Oh, industrialists, yeah, now surging even further. They obviously like it all. Let's have a look at, you know, what does that actually mean for us? Right? Industrialists will continue to gain in clout. Institutions, right? What does that mean? Well, they are plutocratic, endorse oligarchy and wealth voting. We have oligarchy. Yeah. They're neutral towards monarchy, presidential, republic, and parliamentary. They actually don't care what the government is, right? Taxation, they endorse per capita taxation. And we have proportional taxation. Well, they're at least neutral. Stance on colonization. They endorse colonial exploitation. Okay, so we're aligned on that. Laissez-faire economic system. They endorse interventionism. Strongly endorse laissez-faire. Endorse free trade. They do. Child labor allowed. They want. Endorse commercialized agriculture. A slight disagreement here. Neutral towards no workers' rights. Oppose any workers' rights. They are individualist. They endorse poor laws, which we have. Strongly endorse private health insurance. Endorse no health system. Stance on education system. Endorse private schools. Interesting stance on migration. Endorse no migration controls. Yeah, not super keen on them. Mainly for yeah, I don't want no migration controls. I don't want people to just suddenly start migrating. We want just the Portuguese to be able to migrate. Private schools, public schools. I mean, are we really going to get away from the Catholic Church? I don't want to. I want to build our population, right? I really want to keep them happy. Yeah, there's no... I mean, do we really need to change any laws? They've been going from monarchy. Okay, so they... Fine, they didn't want to give up, really. Guys, come on. Be serious. You have 2 battalions. I mean, before you made much smarter choices, but fine. I guess 3rd time was too much. We pushed them too far. Go ahead. Enemy is advancing. Enemy is advancing, really. Okay. More coal mines. Okay. More coal. Do we thought? Oh, we actually ran out of labor in Vristad. Okay, that's something I didn't notice. Okay, well let's maybe do rail transportation, so we don't need as many people. We don't actually need textile mills. Well, that's something to think about in terms of Beira, right? Because as people noted many times in the comments, very rightfully as well, that we could actually do very well with textile mills here. We have super cheap fabric, mechanized looms. We don't want that just yet, but we could produce our own silk. We have our own silk. We have a lot of dyes for sure. It seems like we do actually have silk plantations up to level 6. Actually, we got. We could make a very strong clothing and luxury clothing industry in Beira. Let's go ahead and try that. Let's go ahead and build this up to like level 6. And then we'll stop importing, because right now, I mean, a lot of our shopkeepers, however, are involved in trade routes. Right, we're importing 446 clothes from UK. And luxury clothes. Whereas we could be producing those ourselves, frankly. Could this be another industry we could give to our capitalists? Potentially, but we have silk. We have fabric. Like, why not, right? Steam donkey unlocked. By applying steam power to a winch system, it is possible to achieve similar levels of power without the same amount of labor. Steam donkey for all sorts of mines. Let's go ahead, Alenteo. This is kind of the issue. Let's do steam donkey. Free up some labor here. Iron mines, steam donkey. Sulfur mines, steam donkey. There you go. 13,000 unemployed. 16,000 unemployed. Okay, hopefully now they will find a job. Or they go to peasants. But surely we have plenty. Build a motor industries here. Fertilizers. Motor industries. Tooling workshops. We could get maybe one more in here even. Although tooling workshops we could pretty much build anywhere. Yeah, let's not maybe waste labor here on tooling workshops. Could build some more in here. 3 levels. Right, so I just want to keep the pace of construction. Okay, I hope we are winning this war. Yep, we are. We're just rampaged all over East Africa. Like, those 2 battalions weren't even there. There you go. Boom. Okay, let's just wait for them to come to their senses. And give back what has what's rightfully ours. Rightfully, right? What is rightfully ours? Capitulation. There we are. There we go. Boom. East Africa. There you go. That's Portugal. Now, East Africa claims Lindi. Excellent. Congo wishes to enter in defensive pact. No. We are researching mutual funds. Okay, again, that should help with minting. I mean, if we think about minting now, let's take a quick look at our budget again. Investment pool is, that's it. I mean, it's 0. I mean, we really need to be perfectly honest, we need to have our capitalists. Yeah, so you see, so what's really in play now is it's costing, I mean, we can actually afford it, right? So the investment pool contribution, guys, I hope you understand now how it works. I've gone over it a few times, right? But capitalists, effectively, we now have so much construction, right? And these goods, I mean, they build fast, but the goods are expensive, that our investment pool is just constantly depleted, right? Reinvestment, so new construction is costing these 2 buildings minus 36.7 thousand, and that means it gets paused and it's like on and off, on and off. Right, the reinvestment is 30,000. So we just don't have enough, well, profitable buildings aren't owned by the right pops. The way to do it is, of course, we could just switch things like, you know, we want more silk, well, we want more of these clothes. Well, we're not actually building any of this just yet. I mean, okay, that's fine. We just need silk. We need to make silk cheaper. And we want to kind of make that industry profitable, build those 6 levels, and then cancel the trade routes so that our population is not shocked by super expensive clothes. Right, so we'll see here. Okay, we're obviously hiring. We do have 30,000 peasants in here. Not sure what the issue is then. We're producing 20. And we need like, what, 120? So 6 of these should produce 120 silk. And how much silk do we need? Well, 15 silk per level, so we'll need 150. Yeah, that's fine. Well, that's not quite fine, but government administration in Lindi. Not sure why we need that. Let's go ahead and just build everything we've had kind of scheduled. Fertilizer plants. Yeah. Fine, we'll get all of that going. Sorry, yeah, and as I was saying, so we're constantly running out of an investment pool, so it would be nice. I mean, but I mean, thing is, even if we maintain merchant guilds, right? So don't upgrade these, right? As we build 6 levels of these, we'll create what 3,000 shopkeepers, right? So that will also contribute to the investment pool, but we need to basically increase the contribution to investment pool. And what does that need? Well, first of all, it needs things like, for example, buildings of private ownership, right? So we have 100 capitalists running these explosive factories here in Beira, but we also need these to be profitable, right? So the more profitable they are, see 441 from positive balance goes to dividend taxes, reinvestment 0.8, right? So if we look at the glassworks that we, on our own volition, have made capitalist, right? So that, right, we get 1.9 thousand of reinvestment. These are still very much profitable businesses. Let's go ahead and just speed up. Just keep building, right? So our GDP is surging. Why is it surging? Because we got a lot of construction. Why do we have a lot of construction? Well, because we can afford it. Why can we afford it? Well, it's because of our budget is in great surplus. It is artificial. I mean, we even at low taxes, guys, we could easily make another 45,000. 45,000. 45,000. God, I'm shocked. Wow. I mean, we have nothing to fear. I mean, to be really honest, we might as well just drop these consumption taxes pretty soon as well. Right? And why is that? And it's sort of, well, we have income taxes of 17,000. We got consumption taxes of 6,000. Dividends we're taxing at 1,500, whether it's not very high. Tariffs, yeah, we get a little bit, so that's fine. So we're not really bothered. Minting though, it's really our GDP and gold. We're making 115,000 from that, right? 115,000, guys. And is that is still not even fully employed? That's ridiculous. What do we have here? Here we just don't have any labor. Yeah, we built those coal mines. Wasn't perhaps the best idea in the world. We're still losing from migration. Somewhat frustrating. Here we have 49,000 peasants. But let's keep looking here. 2 laborers were previously unemployed. Aristocrats on subsistence farms in Transvaal are satisfied with their current employment. I mean, surely all of you will get paid a lot better, right? If you were here, surely. No? Don't quite understand. Subsistence farms. Why is it? Because services, they provide services and they provide clothes, which are expensive. So if we made their life miserable, right, on subsistence farms, how do we do that? Perhaps, yeah, to be honest, I don't have an answer right now as to why these aren't being... Okay, but let's get more services into the economy here. Public trams. Alright, we got railways. Yep. Increasing as much as we can. And if we just hired people. Well, why, for example, railways? Aristocrats and cotton plantations in Transvaal are satisfied with their current employment, 22 qualifying for capitalists. So it seems like we need more rich people here so that they can actually... Okay, we're kind of running out of infrastructure as well. So let's go ahead and schedule a railroad there. Very interesting, I have to say. Zululand. Right. I mean, should we just conquer Zulu? Just to even out the map, but doesn't really have anything. There's 1.5 million of GDP, sure, 1 million people. Zulu, Sotho Zulu. We could grab it. Zulu trade agreement with the United Kingdom. Don't want to necessarily annoy the United Kingdom. There you go, lead mines here, also missing people. Yeah, the issue here is also that the only people who can migrate are, right, Portuguese. So we're not going to get a lot of migration either. We could pass no migration controls, but... Migration controls, could we though? No migration controls, no. Petite bourgeoisie is dead set against the rural folk, likewise. Interesting. Silk plantations. They failed to hire additional employees. Why is that? Number 1 silk plantation in the world. Super profitable, yeah, okay. But... yeah, so it seems like it's not because we don't have enough peasants. It is because we don't have enough here. Similar issues. We don't have enough rich people living here. Boiler explosion. A factory in Beira has been rocked by a tremendous boiler explosion, with dozens dead or injured. The story of this tragedy has quickly become a national event. These events are simply the price of progress. Workers should not be exploited and forced into such conditions. 5% of upper strata in Beira become more radical. Trade unions gain support. Middle strata. No, let's do upper strata can become more radical. That's okay. We can lose some support from landowners and maybe capitalists. Trade unions will gain support though. I actually don't mind some support from trade unions. Because it would be nice to reduce mortality. Let's go ahead and speed up. We have another 5 minutes. We just need to build right now. Beira, yeah, more motors for our economy. And whatever is profitable, and we've stacked up a lot of things that were profitable. Right? Input in short. Can we import? Hang on, or questionable. I want to import silk to sort out this shortage, but reality is we can do it. What we don't have is aristocrats, and I think that is what's blocking these from clergymen on dye plantations in Macau are satisfied with their current employment. Why are you all satisfied on cotton plantations? On dye plantations, rather. How are you satisfied, guys? Dyes are super cheap. Nobody wants dyes in our markets. Why are you satisfied? Surely you should be able to make a much better wage here. Radicals, literacy is 100%. Yui, dye plantations, Macau. Job satisfaction 200. 42 from difference between current prosperous and minimum expected standard of living. Plus 12. Okay, hang on a second. So they don't want to switch jobs. Plus 42 they get difference between prosperous and minimum expected. So they're a bit too rich, are they? How can they be so rich if nobody wants dyes? Plus 12 from the difference between current and average standard of living in Macau. Plus 5 from difference between current and average standard of living in Portugal for middle strata, which is 22, and they're at 28. Minus 73. This is what makes them want to switch jobs. From relative difference between wage and dye plantations and Portugal. Plus 250 from the ratio between earned dividends and wages. Okay, minus 3 from being 3.3% qualified for a higher strata than middle strata. Plus 100 from being employed. So overall they're satisfied. So we need to make them what? Unsatisfied somehow? Mutual funds unlocked. A sort of pooled investment funds. Pooled investment. The mutual fund helps combine the individual wealth of investors into massive pools of money that can flex immense financial strength to acquire securities and other costly financial instruments. And by the way, minting not only from GDP. Look at that. Look at that. Like, you just gave us 15,000 because we had plus 115 before, right? So now we just got an extra 15. I mean, this is crazy. Minus 2% loan interest rate. I mean, it doesn't even cost us anything to borrow anymore. 7.7%, guys. And we have publicly traded for various mines. More capitals everywhere, basically. Interesting. Very interesting that here, despite us desperately needing silk, we are failing to hire. Failing to hire because qualifications. We have, people ready to upskill. So why can't we get? What if I just subsidize these? I have to say, I will admit, I am a little bit confused as to why this happens exactly. Let's see, maybe is this gonna kickstart it? Yeah, we need to wait until 17th of April. What if we subsidize these? Wage subsidies required 12. So we're going to give them a better wage. So wages required to maintain full employment 32, but still plantations capacity pay is 19. Okay, nope, still didn't happen. Very interesting, I have to say. Yeah, let's try importing silk then. Spanish market, British market. Okay, get it from the British market. We'll get silk from them. Ooh, hang on. We are missing infrastructure in Beira now. But at the same time, we do have to take a pause here, guys. Do we even have a... Ooh, we don't have a railway schedule here. Okay, that needs to become a priority. Yeah, But let's make a break here, guys. I hope you're enjoying it. Hope you're learning together with me now. To be honest, we're in a bit of uncharted territory. And I hope to see you in the next episode. But bye for now.